I like to try my best. I just want to become a better version of myself when it's come to communication. That's what I'm doing.
But now I made an inspiration of me, Shashi Tharoor, if you know. He is a politician, and he also speaks wonderful English. Like the vocabulary, the way he uses them, the vocabularies are out of the dictionary sometimes, and yeah, idioms and phrases, not a normal sentence.
In that
Always something
yeah.
advanced.
In that case, I will probably choose Priyanka Chopra then.
Yeah,
I like
Priyanka
her
Chopra is
a lot. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. And I'm excited to talk to you. Myself, my name is JD. Born and brought up in Maharashtra in small village. Maharashtra is very well known for like the surrounding beauty, like mountains, temples, and coastal areas. And where I'm living right now, this place is very near to Bombay. So if I want to go to Bombay, it will takes me around 1 hour, something like that, 70, 80 kilometers from here. Yeah, that's it.
okay. That's good to know about you again, as I already know about you in the previous conversation. And yeah, okay. For the sake of the audience, we recorded it again. Okay, so I should give my introduction too, right?
So why not?
Okay. My name is Ayushi and I come from UP State, Kanpur City, and right now I'm in 11th grade. I have taken PCM stream and I am fond of reading books. I am fond of listening music. I am fond of communicating with people, mostly in English. Yeah. Okay, so how is it going? How's the weather of that place?
Weather is pleasant, I believe, because when I talk about like couple of weeks ago, it was extremely hot. Like scorching hot, I would say. So you're not able to stand in outside at least for like 5 minutes, something like that. You can burn your skin literally. So sun ray was very harmful at that time. But right now, yeah, you could see like birds are chirping in my background. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, it's pleasant now compared to a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, so in my place, it is not a bone chilling cold, neither a Indian summer. It's quite normal, like a usual day with full of
Yeah.
UV rays. Yeah, its lights are very harmful and sun rays are very scorching, as you said. Hmm. So, as we are going to discuss on a topic, generation gap. So, like generation gap also brings some different mentality of people. Like
Yeah.
my perspective over something is different, and my mama thinks about things in a different way. So yeah, if I prefer loud music and dancing in the club and all, so my mama will not be okay with that because she has different mentality and she'll not agree with all these things because yeah, she haven't seen that in her days, right?
Yeah. Let me start. Okay then. Okay. When you talk about generation, especially I want to give a very specific example of my mom. She's very conservative mindset. Like she believes in things. See, believing in God, it's good thing. Okay, but she believing in everyone. Like whoever come to my door at doorstep, like begging, she believe, oh my God, like this guy also having magical powers. Okay, we should treat them, respectfully. Even the people are very healthy. They get to work, and instead of working, they're begging. And she believe in many babas, sadhus, and obviously they are kind of fake babas, fraud babas. Okay, so
Exactly.
she has some roots, deep down roots that she never ever going to change her mindset. I try to convince her, but no, she's never going. So belief systems is there. That like blindly she believes whatever they can hear from other people. Okay, and when I talk about myself, I'm an atheist. Still, I go to temple. Okay, see, I don't go to temple in order to seek the God. No, I go to the temple in order to find a good vibe because people whenever so that's kind of mindset. I believe in science. I know science doesn't have any all the answers. Still, so many answers are in pending. Like in a Big Bang theory, there's so many debates going on, ongoing debates on that. But yeah, when you talk about generation gap nowadays, like your generation and my generation, people are bit modern, right?
There are some babas like Parmananji Maharaj. They teach you. They'll tell you about morals and will tell you how can you make your life better. That's wonderful. But if someone is predicting about your life that you
Mhm,
are gonna become this in future, you are gonna get this without doing nothing, how can I become that? I don't believe in that thing. That anyone can predict my life. What am I gonna become? Because it
mhm,
is only based on me. It's only depend on me. That what because what will I do is what am I gonna become? Yeah,
mhm.
so that's my perspective. And about being theist or atheist, so yeah, I am a theist person, but I don't really indulge myself in doing puja and all those stuff. I do on some specific special days, but not always. I do pray, I do their care and yeah, all those stuffs, but not really indulge myself.
So dressing sense will be completely changed when it's come to a generation gap right now. Now people are very advanced. Like uh, like when you talk about like a 5 years old, they also know how to use the mobile phone, right? They also know how to use the internet. They also know how to use get information out of it. So yeah, people are very advanced, especially new generation, because they know how to use the technology. There could be so many things that we can talk about.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, as you said about dressing, so yeah, sometimes people try to follow the trend and they don't feel comfortable while wearing such dresses, but still they do, just to show off and just to be look pretty, pretend to be pretty. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
really really
It is
odd.
society.
And generation gap is also based on sometimes education, like my parents and some relatives of me who are older than me, they think that only doctor and engineer can earn good money, and we should run for that particular position of doctor, either for doctor or engineer. But I
Mhm.
believe there are multiple other ways. It can be businessman or a tutor. So yeah, there are several ways, but they have their own mindset.
Okay, I give you a specific example. Okay, there is one guy. Okay, so right now I think he's 35 years old, something like that. He's kind of one of my good friend. Right now he's earning 70, 80K. Okay, on YouTube. Right now he has 1 million subscribers. I think he crossed 1 million subscribers. So yeah, you can make money from online as well. If you have particular skills with you, so you can make money from there.
So yeah, that's all about generation gap. It went really well. Now I would like to know that how did you improve your English? What are the ways you followed?
Still improving. Honestly, I don't consider myself as a fluent speaker because this is an ongoing process. Still, I'm fumbling. Sometimes you have noticed that, and yeah, this is a kind of ongoing journey. So I like to try my best. I just want to become a better version of myself when it's come to communication. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's it.
Is
Like
there any inspiration you have?
inspiration means what? Like I like to watch movies, and there is no one in my village who speaks English. Okay, so it's become my inspiration. Like I just want to be my first person in my village who speaks English. So that could be my inspiration. I tell you. But apart from that, I don't have anyone in my village who can speak English. So I have to
Okay,
create artificial environments around me.
exactly. So okay, so you don't have such inspiration, but you like the way native speakers speak, and from there you got motivation. Is
Sure,
it?
sure. Yeah, that's right. I
And
like the sound of it. I like the confidence of it. As I mentioned that I completed my 12th, so there is no question about going to, to crack an interview, right? So no, I just like it and enjoying it. Like to talk to strangers, interacting with them, learning new experiences from their life by talking. So these things I do like to do.
okay, that's great. I also haven't any inspiration earlier, but now I made an inspiration of me, Shashi Tharoor, if you know.
I don't know. I'm sorry because there are so many people. Okay, they are
There are
good.
so he is a politician, and he also speaks wonderful English. Like the vocabulary, the way he uses them, the vocabularies are out of the dictionary sometimes, and yeah, idioms and phrases, not a normal sentence,
In that
always something
yeah,
advanced.
in that case, I will probably choose Priyanka Chopra then.
Yeah,
I like
Priyanka
her
Chopra is
a
also.
lot. Actually, I like her English, but also I like her confidence, her boldness. She very bold. Okay, she whatever you want to say in front of camera. So many celebrities kind of hesitate. Okay, they just want to be, uh, you know, they will not tell you directly. Okay, they want to be very diplomatic person. They they will hide so many things whenever they talk. But Priyanka Chopra, whatever she want to say, she became very bold person in front of the camera
Yeah,
that I have seen, and her English is quite well. She worked in so many
exactly.
Hollywood movies as well. So yeah, I like her English, but she's not my ideal. I could say I follow her, but
Okay.
follow means like I like to watch her interviews. Those things.
Yeah, I also have watched some podcast of her with in. bare biceps or in speeches, in interviews. And the way she speaks is really appreciative, because she deserves to be idol of, she deserves to be inspiration of many girls out there. So yeah, she is wonderful and doing really great. Her story is very inspirational, because she came with a very small town and made her career very better, like too good. So yeah, it is good.
There are plenty of people when you talk about social media. They have changed their life literally. Okay, sometimes they got lucky. Sometimes people help them a lot. Sometimes people figure it out. Oh, they have particular quality. Like their voice very good, their accent is good, or sometimes they look very lovely. In front of the camera. There could be so many reasons to get fame.
Exactly. Okay, so moving ahead, uh, for wrapping out the session, I want you to give an advice to people who are going to watch it.
And piece of advice. Okay, yeah. Could you tell me specifically on
Okay.
in which area I have to give my advice? That would be
Okay.
better
So
for me.
your advice should be for beginners who are not starting, just thinking to be fluent.
Starting to be fluent. Okay. I tell you, I like to tell them that it has been like 4 years of journey for me, honestly, and still I don't feel comfortable in the language. Yeah, I'm able to express my thoughts. Okay. But we have to understand, you have to have patience. Okay, to be patient when it's come to
Exactly.
language learning. Okay, consistency does matter. If you're learning for 1 month whole entire and 5 days you're not learning, it's not like that. Okay, whenever you learn something, continue that thing for 2 3 years. Okay, without see break is normal. Like if you practice for 25 days in a month and 5 days you can take a gap, that's totally fine. But if you're taking like a 15 days gap, it's not fine at all. Okay, so try to be as much as consistent when it's come to language learning. Be motivated because your motivation going to be fluctuate, right now I'm feeling motivated while talking to you, while talking to other people. But what happened, like if I'm going to have some health issue, if I will have some anxiety, depression, or those kind of stuff, psychologically I will not feel good. So at that time my motivation also obviously going to go down. So at that point you have to have self motivation. You should know what you're doing, what is your first priority. So yeah, those things are important.